this is a personal story because in early 1979, I was growing up in Buffalo, New York, and Michael Tilson Thomas was the music director of the Buffalo Philharmonic. Well, in '79, he brought in a troupe, a mime troupe, from Israel to do Miraculous Mandarin. And it was the only time I ever saw him put the Buffalo Philharmonic down in the pit of the hall that we have, and that there was a staged work. And I was in the audience, and I was completely overwhelmed by this experience. It's terrifying, it's brilliant, it's psychotic, it's funny at times. It is just this incredible story. And this had a profound impact on this 14-year-old kid who was thinking of going into classical music. And I found myself just about a year later at Eastman playing the piano part to this piece. And I remember having flashbacks to this experience in Buffalo. Just, it was so vivid up here. And, so it's important for me once in my life to see if I can give that kind of experience to other people.
It's not nice. It's not meant to be nice. We are talking of expressionistic tendencies, that is the conveying of anxiety, the conveying of feelings that usually you don't really go there in music.
In a lot of ways, what Monsieur Bartok has written is that it's a horror film score, and the music is so evocative of psychological feeling and environment and action. So it's kind of what we're going to be doing is going along with the music. But the music is so wonderful, and I think with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra, I think what people really come here to do is to hear the music. And so I'm hoping that the performances will add into the experience of the music.
Bartok had this wild, I don't know, even trichotomy of the traditional Hungarian music and that peasant music, which is so earthy. And also living in a time of the first modernity. And he's working in this idiom, in the classical music idiom, with these instruments that had not changed that much, but understanding the sounds that these instruments could make was a real change. And the Impressionists, you've got to blame them, and also the Wagnerites for that. So all these things came together in Bela Bartok's mind.
So as I listen to Mandarin Merveilleux, I'm hearing Slavic music of the type or the quality that Stravinsky presents in the Rite of Spring. It's very close in many ways. Sometimes I'm thinking, gosh, these guys were really hitting on the same notes, on the same emotions. And that's where we see that while it's a mixture of classicism because of the look of it, the feel of things, but also a primitivism that is elemental use of rhythm, elemental use of harmony that we don't. We see the requirement of dissonance, as he describes in some theoretical type of books in relationship to folk music, some harmonies should not be considered dissonant anymore.
My interest as an actor and as a director in this case is I'm really interested in the grand guignol aspect of it. I did, years ago, I actually went to California and did a Grand Guignol workshop. It comes from melodrama, it comes from horror. Horror films subsequently came out of Grand Guignol. But the style of it and the acting style of it is a lot of stillness and a lot of intensity from the performers. So it's written into the play that the Mandarin is very still and almost imperceptible movements from him, but he's very intense.
It's not the happiest piece I've ever heard or seen, but it is a true masterpiece. And I want to see if we can do that piece justice and bring it here to Edmonton.
Wow, that sounded really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks.